presented by Sprite, the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to 2K Sports. Along with Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Memphis Grizzlies at their home, FedEx.
Tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Along with Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. It's Western Conference NBA action, the Memphis Grizzlies here at home. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City where they were able to handle the Thunder. And guys, they had trouble finding a way to win the first two matchups, but they put together a nice win last time out and can tie things up here.
And there's no question what the overriding factor was in that game, Clark. It's the big edge they had on the glass.
Well, the level of energy they had in the win, Steve, was what impressed me. I mean, it was lacking on the other side, and it really showed through the rebounding numbers.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Favors is out there with Spencer Hawes. Then there's Anthony Morrow. Then there's Lazar Hayward. And it's Alexander in at the one spot. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game.
Well, you got to like the free throw shooting from this club all season long. They're shooting 81%. Those are impressive numbers.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
As close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
McLemore with the ball. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. Memphis shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Pretty robust numbers from the free throw line, guys. 82% from the line for this team collectively.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. A huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
A three-pointer is right on target.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to fight over the top of that.
Here's Speedy. He's coming off a 31-point game against Dallas.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well. He made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Low block shot on the way. They get the rebound. Right. Pass to Money. And stolen by Hayward. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Alexander passes to Hayward. He feeds it to Favors. Here's Speedy. Pocket 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Hayward can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here on the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Now here's McLemore. He picked up 21 points in their last game against Sacramento. And the Thunder with the possession here. Trailing by 2. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about, you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
Now here's Anderson. 14 points from him the last game against Sacramento.
You know what was great too, Kevin, was the way he balanced hitting his own shots and making plays for others.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Morrow.
Not a really great start for him as he just isn't shooting the ball that effectively here early on.
They set the screen. Up top, Adams. And he lays it straight in.
That's an impressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Passes to Alexander. Favors with the screen. The pass to Alexander. Back to Favors. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Wright dishes to McLemore. The Thunder pull it in.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's Speedy, defended by Anderson. He lobs it up. Favors can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. McLemore, the pass to Money. And he hits the jump shot. Money's got 6.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
In the corner, it's Hayward. Shoots it. Can't get it to go.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. But shooting has really suffered.
Pass to Money. This one for 3. Shot no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I briefly spoke with Dave Yeager. The battle on the boards is something that he knows will be a big barometer for how this game turns out. He said coming out ahead in rebounds is something that we simply have to strive for in this game. If we let them beat us up on the glass, it's going to be a long uphill fight. Guys?
Great, Doris. Thank you.
Not necessarily an overlooked part of the game, but rebounding can affect everything else you do.
Adams. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. This is it to Alexander. Another shot, and it's Favors laying it in. Favors has got his first bucket in this one.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Anderson outside. Pass to Wright, to the wing on the left. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Favors. Here's Morrow, guarded by McLemore. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And one of the trademarks of the many best point guards in the league, their ability to score in addition to distribute. So here now a look at the top scoring point guards this season. Well, you look at Speedy, 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will. And of course, Money, something to be said about him.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in the league. To see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, it's wacko. That's sort of the era we're in right now, though. A point guard who consistently takes things into his own hands is far more common than it used to be. some people may not like it, but that's the way of the modern NBA. Change is inevitable, and I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Over to the left wing. They set the pick. Here's Anderson. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Anderson's got his first points of the night. Hayward against Anderson. And the three ball is good.
They really can't allow him too many. Open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And it's right atop the key. Here's Money. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. And Wright hooks to McLemore. Misses off the left iron.
You just assume he's going to knock those down. He's as open as he was there.
Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Grizzlies have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Some changes for Memphis. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Adams. Kyle Singler comes in for Anderson. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Ben McLemore. Now here's Valanciunas. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Sacramento.
And a phenomenal showing on the board. His rebounding was a huge factor.
Hayward kicks to Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Money passes to Caldwell Pope. Knocks down the step back James. Here's Redding. Right now averaging 11 points a game. The pass to Alexander. That's good. Alexander's got 5 now.
That finish brings me back to the old days. The silky smooth finger roll.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Right now averaging 15 points a game. Money, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Money's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
There's a screen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Let's look at some numbers for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. His last 10 games, averaging about 15 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output, and you know he's always looking to push himself.
And that's what the best players do, Steve. You play with one of the all-time greats in Michael Jordan. Nothing comes easy in the NBA. Against top talent, night in and night out. And I think the way he's been playing shows he's been working a lot on different aspects of his game.
Money passes to Wright. Pass to Money. From 12 feet out. And that one's good. Money's got 11 points.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Inside to Favors. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
Here's Money at 22 points in the win against Sacramento.
Yeah, Kevin, he really set up shop with that foul line. They could not do anything with him defensively, and so they had to keep fouling.
He got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Well, I like the way they've set the tone. You know, they're going to have to continue to work at it, but rebounds will be key in this game, no question about it.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Caldwell Pope gives to Valanciunas. Power down with both hands.
That was a dynamic two-hand dunk there.
Right in the face of the defender.
That was a tough, gritty finish.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. He's kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Memphis. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Redding. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Here's Money. It's a 3-point game. Out to the right wing. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. So it's the Thunder now. Alexander passes to Faber. Memphis is gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range on the first. Here's Money. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Over the last month, let's take a look at the Grizzlies and how they stacked up in the league statistically. First in free throw percentage, second in rebounds, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And anytime you lead the league in free throw shooting, as you talked about, Clark, you can put a lot of pressure on the defense, and that's why this team has made a concerted effort to attack the rim and get to the line as often as possible.
Check out the game for Money. He's already up to 11 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
He hits the second from the line. The Thunder with the lead. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Caldwell Pope pushes to Valanciunas. Passes it to Money. Tries again. They shoot again. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got his second basket of the night.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Alexander passes to Henson. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Here's Speedy, 7 points in the game. Here's Redding. Here's Money. Can't get it to go. And the horn signals the end of the first. Not much offense so far. Thunder lead by 2. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I'll tell you what, I like what I've seen from this club defensively. Forcing a lot of turnovers with their quick hands and ability to play the passing game.
Well, you talk about quick hands, but I think it's the mindset of being aggressive and then obviously being active with the hands, tracing that ball so you can come up with deflection and may lead to steals.
Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against the Kings.
Yeah, and in the end, it wasn't even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the floor.
Boy, they were
Here's Anderson. Then it's Gorgie Day. And it's Valanciunas in at the power forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Oklahoma City shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And the technical free throw is good. Adams, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. In the layup off the glass. He has 7.
Boy, such standing patience and decision making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They're piling up the assist.
Here's Speedy. The dish to Henson. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Adams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Oklahoma City leading by 3. And the pass to Alexander. Back to Young. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Shot clock at 6. The 11-footer. No good off the back of the rim.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Pass to Money. And Adams gets to Adams. And now here comes Young leading the break. Here's Alexander. Rebound by Dang.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
Anderson passes to Money. A 19-foot shot and blocked. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Young dishes to Henson. The hook. That one rolling around and rims out.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
Looking at who's out there for the Grizzlies. White comes in for Jang, and it's Ben McLemore in for Money. Lazar Hayward's checked in for Oklahoma City. Morrow comes in for Speedy. Here's Morrow. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Dallas. Feeds it to Young. Great touch on the 16-footer. Young's got his first points of the game.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist total. And they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, and great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
It's Anderson with the drive. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Morrow, that's a 2-pointer. Green for 2 points. Morrow's got 6.
I mean, Anthony Morrow's just showing us how it's done with that beautiful stroke.
Anderson outside. Here's Adams. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Screen by Young. To the wing right side. Here's Hayward. Here's Henson. It's rebounded by Memphis. And it's Memphis on the break. And it's rejected. And they'll keep possession. And he gets the bucket. McLemore's got his second bucket. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 33% for the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Dishes to Hayward. It's stolen by McLemore. Now Adams. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Sacramento. Back to Anderson. Here's Morrow. He has 6. He kicks it to Young. He dishes it to Hayward. Puts it up. That's good on the jump shot. The Grizzlies trail by 3. And here's McLemore. Kicks it to Adams. And there's the feed to Anderson. 6 to shoot. Releases. And that misses badly. Air ball.
He just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And for Memphis, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And McLemore gets to Adams, so the wing on the left. Right, the pass to McLemore. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Adams' shot is off.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the 3 as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
Well, then they picked the right guy to put on him.
He feeds it to Adams. Pass to McLemore. Back to Adams. Pass to Wright. Over to the wing. Now here's McLemore outside. There's the bucket. Good. McLemore's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Boy, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. He may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan, and I think now is the time to address it. I don't have a problem with it.
And our 2K leaderboard up on the screen now, giving you a look at the small forward position and the players with the most rebounds per game this year. Young with the ball. Henson sets a screen for Young. The dish now to Hayward. Throws it up high. Shot clock at 6. And slam dunk by Henson.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Now here's Wright. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Adams' shot is off. Thunder have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Hayward dishes to Young. And here's Morrow outside. It's rebounded by McLemore. McLemore's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Right wing. Here's Adams. Releases from the wing and drills. Adams has got 6 in the quarter.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Young outside. And the pass to Hayward. Young outside. From 11 feet away. And he hits the jumper for 2. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Some changes for Memphis. Valanciunas is checked in for Adams. Kyle Singler comes in for Anderson. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Adams. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that break, Coach Scott Brooks had some words for his team. He thinks there are opportunities for second chance points out there and implored them to go hard to the offensive glass for the remainder of this game. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's McLemore. City gets the three. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark at the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
How frustrated Steve is.
Well, I just, you know what, come on. Yeah, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
It's good. Wright's got his first basket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half. Just piling up points in the paint.
Now here's Wright. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Caldwell Pope. Off the left rim and out. The Thunder leading by 4. Here's Redding, guarded by Wright. Here's Morrow. He's got 9. Baseline J on the way. Favors can't get it to go. McLemore with the ball. Now here's Valanciunas, averaging 9 points per contest. Pass to McLemore. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. For Memphis, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And he makes the first.
Good numbers for McLemore. He's got 8 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark. I mean, the conductor of this offense, putting on a fantastic performance.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Even though they're trailing, they're having some success from the foul line here, and that could go a long way towards getting them back into it.
Feeds it to Favors. The 11-footer, and he connects with the jumper. Favors has got 8.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, it's really come through. And it's not something they should get away from.
Now Valanciunas dishes it to McLemore. Shot clock at 6. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. McLemore's got 9 points now in the quarter. Here's Speedy. He's got 8. Count that one.
D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets and pretty open looks behind the arc.
Here's Dang. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Valanciunas. Again, Memphis. Here's Redding. Inside.
And a quick review here, looking at some numbers for McLemore. He's averaging 15 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Points have been coming for him at a prodigious rate. And that's exactly what they depend on, his scoring ability and his drive.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he is, a driven player, Steve. Someone who can take an opposing defense and just shatter it with his ability.
First one falls for him. Money's checked in for the Grizzlies. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
No question, if I'm them, I'm definitely going 2 for 1.
He kicks it to Zhang. 34 seconds left here in the second. Now the feed to Caldwell Pope, and the shot is good. Caldwell Pope's got his third basket of the night right there.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Kicks to Hayward. Shot from the wing. That one rolling around and rims out.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Pass to Dang. Off target with the jump hook. Here's Alexander. Can't get it to go. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Oklahoma City out in front, up 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Scott, in looking at the remainder of this basketball game, what are you asking from your group offensively?
Just keep moving the ball, keep tacking, don't hold the ball. You don't have a shot or a pass, you got to drive it and kick it, drive it and kick it.
Coach, thank you so much, guys. Never good when the ball sticks.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started. Start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Grizzlies trailed by 3. Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. We've got Speedy, Lazar Hayward out there with Favors. Then there's Anthony Morrow. Oklahoma City has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And Favors kicks tomorrow. Favors in the post, guarded by Wright. From the left block, and the shot is long. The Grizzlies shooting 43% from the floor. Here's Money. Here's the screen. Inside. Adams, the pass to Money. He dishes it to Anderson. 5 on the clock. 17-foot shot on the way.
Really high-quality shot there. Just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Favors with the screen. He feeds it to Morrow. It's a nice basket by Oklahoma City. Lets it fly. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. 10 points for Speedy. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. This is it tomorrow. Now the dish to Favors. They get a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. While we're in this quick break, and onto the small forward position and the hottest shooters among them over the last month. Here's Hayward, 6 to shoot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. Now trip to the line to shoot 2. Oklahoma City shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The free throw drops by Hayward. Good on the second free throw.
Even though he couldn't get them all to fall, he did at least make it a 2-possession game.
The pass to McLemore. Pass to Money. That's good. Money's got 16.
He's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Takes a 3. And it's Anthony Morrow with the 3. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Favors against Wright. McLemore inside the line. And that's collected by Spencer Hawes. And there's the call on Brandon Wright. That'll be his second foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Speedy. 10 points for him. A jump hook, and Favors finishes it off. Now it's a 7-point Oklahoma City lead. And here's McLemore. 11 points in the game. Passes it to Money. And McLemore kicks to Anderson. Now the pass to Money. Back at 4. A high post shot. One shot is good that time. Money's got 6 in the quarter. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Speedy, averaging 24 points per contest. Feeds to Favors. Knocks it loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
Taking a look at the numbers since the All-Star break, here's how Memphis ranks league-wide. 3rd in free throw percentage, 5th in blocks, and they're in the top 10 in rebound. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
When you talked about the free throw shooting, that's what jumps out at me, Clark. And when you shoot well from the foul line, it allows you to close games so much easier because those are easy points, and you get your defense set up at the other end because the pocket's stop.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Alexander passes to Morrow. Wide open. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Grizzlies trailed by 5. Here's Money. He's got 18. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Speedy. Dishes it to Favors. With the shot. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, he had a good look at that one. I hate to miss that shot.
Here's Money, averaging 24 points per contest.
Great close out there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
Down low, here's Alexander, and the shot is good. Alexander's got the lead up to 7 now for Oklahoma City. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Henson checked in for Derek Favors.